All right, here we go from Mullet Arena. It's time for the quarterfinals here at the big rink here at the ASU Mullet Arena. We got 4 games for you today. It's a marathon of hockey here in Arizona as we bring you inside the booth. Dylan Pescatore bringing you all the games today. And our first game today is between the number 3 team, Flagstaff Avalanche, and the number 9 Desert Vista Thunder. If you ask the Thunder, maybe, I don't know, 10 hours ago, were they going to be in this game? I don't think they would say yes. They were down 4-0 to Notre Dame last night with 9 minutes to go in the second period. They came all the way back to beat Notre Dame, scored a goal in the second period, 3 goals in the third, including a game-tying goal by Zach Kahn with 18 seconds to go, and then a 7-round shootout between them and the Prep Saints. Desert Vista takes down Notre Dame in an incredible comeback. And now they play 2 games in under 24 hours. They will face off with the very, very good best team that they've had in a long time, Flagstaff Avalanche, which has had a great story this year, led by Liam Smith and Lincoln Mayali and Jax Hickey. This Flagstaff team is looking to do what they haven't done in a very long time, and that's win the state championship. Flagstaff, the number 3 seed this year, 14 wins, 4 losses, and 2 ties. For Desert Vista, 8 wins, 11 losses, and 2 ties. We'll get into more about these teams and their season as we continue on here at Mullet. Game 1 of 4 here from the big rink. It is an incredible sight. Our second year in a row that we've had the quarters, semis, and championship here at Mullet. The 3rd year overall that we've had the playoffs here. And Desert Vista, as you see them behind their own net, the only team in Division 1 to be at Mullet Arena for 3 years in a row. Championship winning team 2 years ago, lost in the quarterfinals last year to the Pinnacle Pioneers, and now they're back and they're ready. There's head coach Kyle Palmer for Flagstaff. He's ready to go. He knows he's got his best team in a while. They got the new jerseys on. They read Avs across the front. Little rebrand this year for the Avalanche, and they've been very, very strong. Last year, they were the number 11 seed. They upset Hamilton, got to the quarters where they face off with Centennial, and now they face off with Desert Vista as the favorite, as the number 3 seed. We're going to do the national anthem here at Mullet Arena, and we'll be right back for game time in just a couple minutes.
Was the proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming. That the flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner and wave. For the land of free and the home of
All right, let's do it from Mullet. Game number 1 of the day. The number 3 Flagstaff Avalanche taking on the number 9 Desert Vista. And the phrase you're going to hear a lot today is rest versus rust. Flagstaff has not played in a regular season or a playoff game anyway since 2 weeks ago from today, on January 12th, facing off with Mountain Ridge. Desert Vista played just a couple hours ago. Their game was at 8 p.m. last night. They finished up around 10 p.m. against Notre Dame, and now just 15 hours later or so, they're taking on Flagstaff, which is no team to look past at all. They score a lot. Third in AHSHA in scoring goals. Third in giving up goals as well. This team clicks on all cylinders, led by Liam Smith, all Arizona, first team for Desert Vista. They've had an up and down year, but there's been a lot of ups lately, and it seems like they got that magic back that they had 2 years ago where they won the state championship here at Mullet Arena. Goalies for today for Flagstaff, Lincoln Mayalley, the senior goalie, 12-4-2 this year in 18 starts. For Desert Vista, Joaquin Keeler, first year with Desert Vista, last year with Desert Vista. He's a senior, and he's ready to go for DV. 6-1-2 record for Keeler. Flagstaff in the white, DV in the navy blue, and we're ready to go here from Mullet for a marathon of Arizona high school hockey as we start our quarterfinals here at Division I. It goes back behind the net. Gordy Anderson looking to fight for it, standing at 6'4", with skates not even on. Flagstaff looks to the zone, and they will. Hickey gets it ahead. Simpson looking for Smith. Liam Smith had an incredible year for this Avalanche team. 19 goals, 21 assists for 40 points for Smith. Third in all of AHSHA in points. Here's Anderson from the wall. His shot gloved down by Mayalley. Smith looking next to the zone with Hickey. Gets past a couple stick checks from Anderson, and Simpson forces it down for Desert Vista. Here's Zach Kahn, who was a hero from last night's game. Game-tying goal for Kahn with 18 seconds to go, and then 2 goals in the shootout. A 7-round affair. It's a 5-round shootout usually, but it was tied 1-1 with Notre Dame and Desert Vista last night. Kahn had the first goal in the second round, and then he had the game-winning goal in the 7th round to clinch it for DV in one of the all-time comebacks in AHSHA playoff history. 4-0 to a 5-4 shootout win for the Thunder. Here's Thomas Diamante at the blue. He had a strong game last night. A goal and 2 assists for Diamante. He had the second goal in the comeback. As icing's waved off, it goes past Smyers. Ben Cook puts it back behind the net. Smyers taken down. Diamante takes a big hit. Perea will keep it in. Flagstaff stick goes flying, and we're going to have our first penalty of the day. Interference is going to be the call. We're just a minute and 37 seconds into the first period, and we're going to have a player going to the penalty box. And that player being AJ Brandt. The sophomore from DV will head to the box, and Flagstaff will head to the power play for the first time today. Power play for Flagstaff this year, 11 power play goals, good for 6 of 12 in Division I. Matt Cook flips it in deep, and this clearing attempt, it's his own teammate on the bench for Desert Vista. So penalty against the Thunder. And now the face-off to the left of Keeler, who was really good, especially last night. Giving up 4 goals. Not great on the stat sheet, but stayed with it. Here's Hickey, his shot, and a glove save by Keeler. 38 saves last night for the senior goaltender for Desert Vista. Last year they had Jonah Bankel. He graduated. They needed a goalie, and Keeler has come up big for them. Cook gets it down low. Cross-ice pass for Smith goes awry. Here's Kyle Ensley. Star player on this DV team, was on that championship team 2 years ago. Got the assist on the game-winning overtime goal by Marcello Lane. Flagstaff into the zone. Christian Welker, nice drop pass for Smith. Back to Welker, down low, one more pass, and it goes awry. Liam Smith's shot was blocked down by a leg in front. Matt Cook's shot gets blocked down. The sophomore D putting it on net. This time he can't keep it in. You see the blondish hair coming out of the back of a lot of Flagstaff helmets. They all bleach their hair blonde for the playoffs. This is a loose puck. His take moves in shorthanded. Can't get a shot away. Really nice back check by Jack Hickey. Took the puck off his stick. 44 seconds to go for the power play for Flagstaff. Caleb Smyers into the corner, takes a hit. Ryan Kim, he got the comeback started last night for DV with their first goal, and then he gets help clearing it all the way down. Desert Vista has had trouble killing penalties this year, giving up the 10th most power play goals in the 20-game regular season that they played. Across the line is Loxley. 15 seconds until DV will get their man out of the box. Good blocker save from Keeler. Rebound came to Sharp. He fanned on the shot, then got it deep, and it almost found its way into the net. Sharp will keep it in. Miali bangs his stick as Brandt comes out of the box. Nice move at the line by Simpson. Try to go down low, and he'll come back out to neutral. Successful first PK for Desert Vista. Only a couple chances. That main one was for Smith, who was right in the slot, but his shot was blocked. Here's Zach Kahn. Kahn across the line, cuts to the middle, fanned on the shot, still has it. Nice pass on the backhand, and they score! Truman Anderson gets the scoring started, not 5 minutes into this one, and the DV story continues. What a play. Look at Zach Kahn. Couldn't get the shot away. Nice backhand drop pass. And Anderson goes 5-hole past Mayali to put DV up 1. Anderson led his team in assists this year, but also had 7 goals. Now gets the first goal here at Mullet. There's his brother Gordy. Gordy taken down, no call coming. Kahn gets the assist on the goal, as he should be. Set up the entire play. What a play by Zach Kahn. Flagstaff now with some early adversity. We mentioned it's rest versus rust for all 4 games today. The top 4 seeds, including Flagstaff, who's number 3, they haven't played together in 2 weeks. Desert Vista played less than 24 hours ago at the Ice Den. And some of these players even had a game this morning with their respective travel teams. Gordy Anderson down low for Kahn. One more pass for Ensley. Shot from the slot, gets blocked down. It makes its way to Mayali, who makes the stop. Face off to the right of Mayali. 5:20 gone in the first period. Truman Anderson with the first goal in this one. Desert Vista and the Thunder, who upset Notre Dame last night in the 8 versus 9 seed game, now with the lead on number 3 Flagstaff. Jax Hickey across the logo for the Avalanche. Fights through a couple checks. Got a shot that hit the side of the net. Rebound came right back to him. Christian Welker's shot saved by Keeler with his left pad. Loose puck turnover. Here's Liam Smith. Smith, of great regular season, takes a spill. Pass Simpson. DV with numbers, a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here's Hughes. Hughes to Shapler. One more pass for Diamante, and getting back in time was Hickey. He's had a couple really nice back-checking opportunities that he's capitalized on so far in this one. Big hit right in front of the penalty boxes by Christian Welker, the junior, letting Desert Vista know about his physical presence. Loxley takes the puck away from Shapler. Flagstaff having trouble dealing with this Desert Vista forecheck. And there it is again. They'll get it in deep. That was Shapler. And get a change. A key play. Welker takes it away. He'll use the boards to exit for Flagstaff. This will go down for icing, and Flagstaff will get an offensive zone draw. This Avalanche team was very excited to get here today. They got here very early, a couple hours before, already had the 2-hour trip down the I-17. Coach Kyle Palmer dressed in his best suits, as he always is. Ready to take care of business. They're already down 1-0. Here's Anderson one more time. His shot off the blocker of Mayali. Got a piece of it. Ben Cook looking for Loxley. It went past him. Desert Vista's breakout game. Needing some help here as Tague is going to come back behind his own net. Desert Vista has an up and down year. To start, they were head coached by now program head coach Matthew Anderson. He stepped down and Matt Bernard took over as Anderson tried to move his way toward the net. And ever since he came on, the team has believed, and they've been a huge fan of Matt Bernard. This was loose puck in the blue crease. Keeler had trouble with a soft shot from Smyers. Cleared out of harm's way. One more time for the Thunder. Sherman Anderson gets it ahead. Flagstaff can't get it out without help. As Nebeker, the only call-up today for Flagstaff, couldn't knock it forward. Here's Brendan Tague, ahead for Kyle Ensley. Ensley takes a hit. Pfeiffer will go behind his own net. Right now, it just looks like Desert Vista has more legs. And it almost looks like Flagstaff hasn't played in 2 weeks, which they haven't. Here's Max Cronin, another championship player from that team 2 years ago, up to Ensley. Willinen, Ensley, Diamante, Ryan Kim, 4 of those key returners, along with Zach Kahn, who played on that championship team 2 years ago right here at the Mullet in a historic game. Coming back down 4-1 in the third period against Notre Dame Prep and winning 5-4 in the first ever AHSHA D1 championship at Mullet Arena. The last 2 years, it's been the entire playoffs, including quarterfinals and semis. 2 years ago, it was just the championship. Christian Welker takes up a loose puck in neutral. Tried to make a move toward the center. Ensley knocked him off the puck. Flagstaff has also seen Mullet. Mentioned last year they had the upset of the play-in round. They upset Hamilton as the 11 seed, and Hamilton was the 6 seed. Made it to Mullet. They faced off with the eventual champions, Centennial Coyotes. Here's Liam Smith. Smith's shot saved by Keeler with the glove. So face off to the right of Keeler. Ahead for Diamante. He'll speed through neutral. Knocked off the puck. Loose puck, they score! Desert Vista with 2. The Thunder have come out and have struck. AJ Brandt with the goal. He had one last night to make it 4-3 and takes this one and pops the water bottle off. The sophomore makes it 2-0 Desert Vista. The Thunder are on some sort of streak right now. Loose puck in front for Cook. Backhand try and a good save by Keeler with the left pad. Back to the blue line. Perea's shot. Keeler's got that one too. So going back to last night, not counting the shootout goals, Desert Vista has now scored 6 straight without giving up one. This was a key opportunity for Flagstaff. Jaden Perea, who's been very good for them, the sophomore defenseman. 11 points in 17 games. Perea will go across for Sharp. Sharp walks in, tosses it toward the net. Easy pad save for Keeler. He's been sharp so far, no pun intended. Perea for Smyers on a nice pass in neutral. Diamante and Hughes on the assists on the goal by AJ Brandt. Diamante with 3 points last night and already on the score sheet today. Myers tries to lay a huge hit. And Desert Vista, honestly, when you look at their entire season and how they've won a couple big games, this has not really been their recipe. Their recipe has been get down a couple goals and then make a miraculous comeback. They've done it a few times this year against Pinnacle, last night against Notre Dame, and other games, including a game against Flagstaff. These two teams have met up twice. One game went Flagstaff's way 8-4 on December 27th, and then earlier in the year, October 12th, it was a 4-3 Desert Vista win, where they were down 3-2 with 9 minutes to go. They tied it up with Cole Varley, and then Thomas Diamante with the goal with under 30 seconds left. Back on that night in October to give Desert Vista one of their 8 wins here in the regular season. Anderson chips it in. Nebeker tried to put it to center, and Ryan Kim takes that away. The Thunder look very sharp right now as this comes in front. Tague with the shot. He didn't get much on it. Mayali with the stop. 3 minutes to go in the first period. Whelan shot, or Wetzel's shot goes wide. Here's Anderson in the corner. Desert Vista showing off their depth right now. 2 or 3 really strong lines. Smith looking for a breakaway. They got him. Here's Liam Smith moving in. And a great defensive play by Wetzel. Stopping one of the better players in Division I on a break. Liam Wetzel with a great play. Backdoor, they score again! This time it's Ensley, and Desert Vista has taken a 3-0 advantage. What a pass by Gordy Anderson. Backdoor, and all Ensley had to do was tip it in. Anderson comes across the line. Ensley just darts to the back door, gets past the defender, and a nice tip-in goal. Anderson gets the assist. And what's so impressive as this one goes down for an icing with Desert Vista is that they truly are getting scoring from everywhere. Today you have 3 different goal scorers. Yesterday in the 4-goal comeback, 4 different goal scorers. And it is not a 1 or 2 man team for this Thunder team. They are deep and they're getting contributions from everywhere. Back in front, Cook shot. Went off a glove. He didn't get much on that one. Gets on the rebound. Back to Matt Cook. His shot was blocked down by a stick. Hughes has Diamante if he wants him. Just decided a little late on that breakaway pass. Under 2 minutes to go in a first period that Flagstaff just has to get out of at this point. We talked about rest versus rust. Back in front, one more try, and Hughes couldn't put it home. It just went over the net. Desert Vista looks on it. They look locked in, and this is not your 9 seed. They did it 2 years ago as not a top 4 seed either. They went through the play-in round to make it all the way to the championship and to raise the trophy. They were the number 5 team as this one goes down for an icing against DV. Welker from the blue line. Keeler with the stop, and he puts it behind. Not only has Desert Vista had the advantage, but they played very strong defense as well. Flagstaff has only had a couple really good opportunities. Caught up in the slot, last minute of play here in the first. Here's Smith. Smith has Simpson with him. He goes to the backhand. He'll circle with the puck. Tried to toss it toward the center, and the shot went wide off the stick of Jax Hickey. Bernard will get it deep. 40 seconds for the Thunder to work with in a period that has been unbelievable. The third period last night, now the first period today. 6 goals for and none against. Smith ahead for Simpson. 4 Desert Vista Thunder defensemen all over him, take the puck away. Here's Hickey, trying to make something happen, and he scores! Exactly what Flagstaff needed here in the final seconds of the first period. Jax Hickey goes top shelf and gets the Avalanche on the board. Man, is that important. After a period where they didn't play their best and Desert Vista had the advantage, Hickey comes out into the slot, goes top shelf, and gets the Avalanche on the board. That was an impressive shot. Unassisted on that goal, and that takes us to the end of the first period. 3-1 the score with 9 seed Desert Vista in front. 1 minute intermission, and we'll be right back here on the AHSHA YouTube page.
We walk together forever as hockey fans. Loyal to the game, hockey will always be in our blood. Skeptics said hockey didn't belong in the desert, but it motivated a generation of players and spawned NHL stars. Hockey does belong in Arizona, and the game, it's not over.
We play for what matters.
The Arizona High School State Championships, February 1st at Mullet.
What a first period it was here at Mullet. 3-1 Desert Vista in front. They were up 3-0, but Jax Hickey with a very important goal to make it 3-1 with 18 seconds to go in the first. Both teams will switch sides, and Flagstaff, after giving up 3 straight, now get on the board. We'll see if they can make something of it. Now only down 2 as we start the second period here from Mullet Arena. Here is Jax Hickey, another shot and a save by Keeler. There was a strong clap by Kyle Palmer, head coach of Flagstaff, at the end of that period. Definitely not happy with his team's performance, but happy they got on the board and showed some life. Here's Smith trying to cut toward the net. The Thunder take it off his stick. Palmer over. Welker down the wall, in front for Smith, and the shot was saved by Keeler. You can tell Flagstaff's now on it. They have momentum going their way, and they seem to be finding their game. The Thunder will break it out here with Ryan Kim. There's Tay going down the middle. This is offside. Desert Vista now with it. Ensley's shot. He scores! What a response! The Thunder come back with a goal of their own to start the second period. Kyle Ensley, second of the game. He's got a wicked wrist shot. A setup by Anderson. Sits along that wall. Finds Ensley past the Flagstaff stick. And just let it fly. High blocker on Mayali. Kyle Ensley gives DV back their 3-goal lead. Second of the game for Kyle Ensley, who had a really good regular season one more time in his senior year. 26 points in 16 games. He was averaging over 1.5 points per game. And now 2 goals at the start. We're not even halfway through this one. Sharp trying to find it. And it seemed like the Avalanche were finding their game. They scored a goal at the end of the first period. They had a good shift to start the second period. Smith had a great opportunity to score. Desert Vista comes right back. Ensley down low for Anderson. Back for Ensley in the slot. Maybe looking for number 3. Quillinen takes a shoulder check from Smyers. And Flagstaff clears it down. It will not hit Keeler, so it'll be an icing. What's so impressive with what Desert Vista is doing, I mentioned the goal differential. Now, 3 goals last night in the third. 4 goals to start off this game. None of them have been a special teams goal. All of them have been on even strength terms, 5-on-5. Other than the game-tying goal last night was 6-on-5 because they pulled their goalie. But not aided by a power play in any way. They haven't even had one yet tonight. Or I should say this evening. It's a matinee game. They're going to have a long day of hockey. 4 games all here on the AHSHA YouTube page for our quarterfinal round here for Division 1. Mayali will cover this one as Hughes was trying to move toward the net. Cook will go back, find his own net for Flagstaff. He's taken off the puck pretty quickly. Smith for Hickey. You're going to see a lot of these two along with Simpson now as Flagstaff trails by 3. Brandt takes it away. Desert Vista looking to break it out. They cannot. Simpson down low for Hickey. Couldn't get it on his stick. Loose at the side of the net. Quillinen takes it away. This game goes to show playoff experience is so important, and really it's not always the best team. It's the team that's hot. And Desert Vista right now is not only hot, they are smoking. Something turned in that second period against Notre Dame. And you give all the credit to head coach Matt Bernard, taking over mid-year, never easy to do. And the stats weren't great on this Desert Vista team. They weren't great defensively. They gave up the second most goals in the regular season in the entire Division 1. But playoffs hit, and this Thunder team is ready to go. Haig across the line. Drops it for Ryan Kim. Olsen can't find the puck, taken away. It goes past Smyers, kept in by Diamante, who lays a big hit on Smyers in front of the DV bench. We're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be a high sticking call, and it's going against Desert Vista. This will go against Jaden Cole, who's made a lot of really good strides defensively for DV. He's going to head to the penalty box, and Flagstaff has their second chance at a power play. They're 0 for 1 so far today. Cole was that defenseman. Must have got the stick up there. Yes, he did. As he laid that hit on Smyers. Back to Perea. Now Jax Hickey. Flagstaff. They don't need one here, but they love one. Hickey shot just fluttered high. DV on this puck quickly. Nice job by Perea to keep it in. Over to Hickey. Hickey shoots. It got deflected in front. Smith providing the screen. Cole in the box. 2-minute call for high sticking. Hickey goes down low for Smith. They've been a dynamic duo for Flagstaff all year long. Cross for Perea. Here's Christian Welker back to Perea. Has some room at the top as Flagstaff sets up the power play. Hickey looking for Smith down low. 40 seconds gone in the PK for DV. Hickey at the goal line, tried to center. Went off a DV leg, and they clear it all the way down. They gave up a ton of goals this year, did the Thunder. They gave up a lot of power play goals. 20. They were 10th of 12 Division I teams in terms of giving up power play goals. And all that goes away when the playoffs start. And they've been excellent in both of those categories. Good pressure by Ryan Kim forces Flagstaff back into their own zone with only 40 seconds to work with. Cook over for Hickey. Jax Hickey centering pass for Smith. He's taken down on the play. Tague will pick it up for DV, find open ice, and clear it down. It's been a very strategic, structured penalty kill for DV. Thus far, they haven't given up a shot. Cole is out of the box in 5 more seconds. Zach Kahn now with the puck. Tried to find Tague on that play. Smith gets it ahead. Cole is out of the box. We're back to even strength. Welker, nice move. Welker to the net. Keeler with the right pad save, and he keeps it out. Nice move by Christian Welker, but Keeler has been locked in. Already 15 saves. A nice move by Smith as he moved in. Keeler just holding that right post, pinning the skate to the post. Flagstaff now 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Nine minutes to go in the second. Dustin for Gordy Anderson. Dangerous pass in the center of the ice. Got it to Kahn. This top unit of Ensley, Kahn, and Anderson. Got to specify it's Gordy, even though Truman did score a goal as well today. To start off the scoring. Are very, very skilled and very strong. Here's Smyers for Flagstaff, and his shot went high. Anderson off the wall to himself, catches the puck, and places it down. Can't get the puck out as Cook launched it toward the net. Dustin went behind. He almost put it back into his own net there. The Avalanche just trying to find their footing here. It has been tough sledding for the Avs. Loxley out of the corner. Toward the center. Off a couple skates. Ensley takes it away for Desert Vista. Ensley on the wall. Toss it toward the net. It goes behind. Loxley with it on the right wing. Past the red line. He'll flip it over the glove as it touched the glove of Cole Varley. His brother Reed played for DV for a couple years, and Cole's birthday was yesterday. A great birthday present was winning last night's game. Here's Santino Lane. Lane down the left wing. Tried to feed Ensley in front. He got tied up with Palmer. Fiske chips it in. He rides the railing. Cole taking his first shift since the penalty, exits the zone. Welker dodges a big hit from Shapler. And tosses it down. Cole will backhand it all along the wall. Flagstaff will have to recuperate in their own end. Under 7 minutes now to go in the second period. Welker in the circle. Welker shoots, it went high. Tried to find a little bit of room above the shoulder of Keeler, who stands shoulder length with the post. Palmer toward the net. Loose puck taken away. Cole again for Desert Vista as he just looks to pry it out of the zone. Laying some hits, loses a stick. His job is to get the puck out. And we're going to get a whistle here and have the face-off place right near where the snow and the bodies piled up here at Mullet. Brandt and Hickey in the circle. Brandt pushes and wins it. Hughes gets it ahead. You know, when you have a championship team from 2 years ago, you think, all right, they must have been really young because they're playing so well in the playoffs 2 years later. This is not a completely new team. You still have a couple really good players from that squad, like I mentioned earlier, Diamante, Ensley, and others. But a lot of the players making big impacts were players who were on the D2 team that year, or maybe not even in high school yet. Hughes gets it deep. Simpson backhands it along the wall for Smith. Smith will go 1-on-2. Looking for Hickey as he's trailing the play. Smith's shot saved by Keeler. And he'll cover. You have your returners, but then you have Gordy and Truman Anderson who didn't play on that team. AJ Brandt, Santino Lane, whose brother played on that team. Liam Wetzel, Connor Hughes, Cole Varley, his brother Reed was on that team. Jaden Cole. It's a true testament to the Desert Vista coaching staff and development that they've coached these guys through the lower levels of AHSHA to eventually make an impact at Division I and now making impacts in the biggest games. They also haven't had much continuous play, I should say, from goaltenders. The last 3 years, they've had senior goaltenders. They're moving into Smyers. Nice save by Keeler. Rebound chance. Still loose. Where is it? That's at the side of the net. As right in the snow was Ben Cook looking to put that home. Desert Vista survives. Haig toward the net. Save. Rebound chance in front for Austin Wynn. But he couldn't put it back. Wynn will put this deep. Mayali closes the legs and will get the whistle. He had Tiger Tamburo and Aiden Biswanger 2 years ago splitting the net for the Desert Vista State Championship team. Last year, Jonah Benkel, who was a senior, they move on to bigger and better things, and now Joaquin Keeler, a senior. Not something you usually see. It usually, you see a sophomore goaltender win a couple playoff games, and they get better as years go along. You get that continuous play and reliability. Desert Vista's done it with 3 different sets of goaltenders the last 3 years, and they've had a lot of success. Ensley from a sharp angle, saved by Mayali. Ensley gets it back, already 2 goals tonight. The captain, Zach Kahn, down to Ensley. One more try from that sharp angle. Loose puck in front, knocked down by a DV stick. Kahn kept it below his shoulders, which stopped the whistle from being blown. Navarker takes a big hit from Varley. Here's Piper. Piper's shot, blocker saved by Keeler. And we'll get a whistle here from the officials. Are they going to take a DV skater? I think they will. Yes, they will. It's a penalty. A penalty against the Thunder. Let's see who they take. It's going to be us, or check that. It is going to be Cole Varley. Mentioned the birthday yesterday. I guess 1 year older doesn't mean that you're away from penalties. Trying to see what they got him for. Nevertheless, he's in the box for 2 minutes. Power play for Flagstaff, their 3rd of the day. They're 0 for 2. Cole picks it up and clears it all the way down. Their PK has been excellent. He's allowed 1 key chance that was blocked in front. It didn't even make it to Keeler through 4 minutes on the PK. Loose puck. Tague could get on this one. Loxley did a good job of taking it back. Here's Welker. The junior gets it back for Smith. Down low for Christian Welker. Welker for Hickey, cutting toward the net. Saved by Keeler. Got a piece of his blocker. Perea quarterbacks the power play. Down low, they score! Loxley for Flagstaff. A power play goal, and they draw within 4-2. Wesley Loxley, the junior, 12 goals in the regular season, gets his first playoff goal as he came down the bottom of the far circle and let it fly. A 4-2 game on a power play goal. Perea will get the assist. For the Avalanche, who are now back within 2. This is the closest they've been since Desert Vista took a 3-0 advantage in the first period. Icing waved off as the red line was reached. Jaden Cole. Fan on the shot, taken down, no arms coming up. Looking for Loxley, they have numbers. The shot from Hickey was stopped. He's taken down another penalty against Desert Vista. And now Flagstaff is starting to turn it up now. A power play goal. 3:17 to go in the second, and now they're going back to the man advantage. A tripping call on Wetzel. Fourth power play for Flagstaff. They'll start it out with Smith watching for it. Now Ensley. Short-handed for Desert Vista. He's already got 2 5-on-5. Can he complete it? Down a man. He's killing some precious time here. Watch Kyle Ensley here. All the way over for Cole, who fans on the shot. A Let's Go DV chant starts out here. A good contingent here from the Thunder fans coming from the Ahwatukee area between Tempe and Chandler. Quillinen fighting for it along with Cole. They'll go along the wall and out. A true turning point in this game. Flagstaff gets the goal to make it a 2-goal game, and now another power play right after that. Can Desert Vista kill it off, or will Flagstaff continue to mount their comeback? Usually it's been the Thunder coming back this year. Now Flagstaff is going to have to reverse the tide. Loxley just had the power play goal. They got 50 seconds to work with as Wetzel sits in the box for tripping. Drop pass for Smith. Smith, Loxley shoots, just missed the net. Back in front, Loxley one more try, turnaround shot went wide. I am not sure how Loxley missed the net there. It must have been by inches by the post. It was a great setup pass by Liam Smith. Here's Welker. Into the corner, centering pass, picked off, and cleared out to center. We're going to have a penalty, and they're going to take Welker for slashing. So we're going to play 4-on-4 here with just over 90 seconds left in the second period. So first penalty of the day against Flagstaff, who actually took a lot of penalties this year. They were 9th out of 12 in penalty minutes. Remember, between the second and the third periods, we are going to do an ice cut. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer intermission. They're going to cut the ice. We play 4-on-4 here. With 90 seconds to go, Welker in the box for slashing. Taken away and cleared all the way down by DV. This is going to be an icing because we're 4-on-4. They're not killing a penalty anymore. 2 seconds away until they'll have their first power play of the day, as Wetzel will come out of the box and DV will be a man up. A place where they really haven't had a ton of success this year with only 9 power play goals. Tied for second least in Division 1. Cook wins this draw. Wesley fired. His shot was blocked. Wetzel's out of the box. DV is to the man advantage. Their 5-man unit. It includes Hughes. Or check that, Austin Wynn. Ensley, Kahn, Cordy Anderson, and Jaden Cole. Last minute of play in the second period. Cook trying to take it away. It came out to the slot. It goes to Loxley, who will skate it out. Loxley shorthanded. A lot of confidence. He just scored a goal, but couldn't get through 3 Thunder players, and then, with pun intended, kind of started an avalanche toward the net of bodies, not snow. He gets the offensive zone draw nonetheless. Good work by Loxley. 45 seconds to go in the second, and if DV doesn't score here, they will start the second period with a man advantage for about 24 seconds. Smyers loses the draw. Diamante for DV. We'll have to go 200 feet here on the power play. Ahead for Truman Anderson. Hughes fights for it. Cleared out by the Avalanche all the way down. 30 seconds to go in the period. Brendan Tague for DV, up 4-2. They scored the first 3. Teams have traded goals ever since. Tague stops on a dime, creates some snow, and then fell over his own skates. Brandt keeps it in. The sophomore, A.J. Brandt, shoots one off a leg in front. That being a Palmer. Hughes tried to get it down low. The Avalanche flip it up and out, and that'll do it for 2 periods here from Mullet. Both teams will go to their locker room. Coach Palmer wanted to talk to his team before they go there. So we'll take a break. They're going to cut the ice here at Mullet, and we'll be back for the 3rd period. 4-2, DV in front.
More quiet, a little more space, nicer seats.
That's the VIP seat here.
Yeah.
We walk together forever as hockey fans. Loyal to the game, hockey will always be in our blood. Skeptics said hockey didn't belong in the desert, but it motivated a generation of players and spawned NHL stars. Hockey does belong in Arizona, and the game, it's not over.
We play for what matters.
The Arizona High School State Championships, February 1st at Mullet.
Lakesboro keeps it in. Across the line is locked. All right, here we go from Mullet Arena. You got Ben and I in the suite today. We got a pretty good spot. My man Ben Smith, he's the man who makes everything look good. All I do is just say a couple words and write a couple numbers down. Nevertheless, we've had a pretty good game so far with 6 goals. Desert Vista with a 3-0 advantage before you could blink in the first period. They were ready to go. That tired thought of them having to play 2 games in 24 hours went away very quick after beating Notre Dame last night in the play-in round. Flagstaff found their game a little bit on the goal by Jax Hickey at the end of the first period. Then Kyle Ensley came right back at the start of the second for DV and gave them a 4-1 lead. Wes Loxley with the goal for Flag in the final few minutes of the second on the power play. And now the Avalanche are 15 minutes away without scoring 2 goals to tie this game from their incredible season, 14 wins, 4 losses, and 2 ties, of being over and having to go home for the rest of the offseason, having to come back. This Flagstaff team has fought back all year. They have had an incredible season in every way. They have to find their way here in the third. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, but they have to get even better than that here in the third. Now, they will start on the PK. Christian Welker will start in the penalty box where he ended the second period. So 4 on 5. Face-off, of course, still at center ice. The Desert Vista coach is getting back to the bench. After they did an ice cut, the ice is clean, the ice is ready. And a full intermission as DV will send out their top power play unit, led by Kyle Ensley, who already has 2 goals tonight. Truman Anderson with a goal. AJ Brandt with a goal as well. For Flagstaff, Jax Hickey and Wes Loxley with the goals. Ton wins this draw for DV, where 1 goal might be it. If they can find 1 more, it might be the end of the year for Flagstaff, and DV would be moving on to Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday night, 6:30 and 8 p.m. game times for the semifinals. Tuesday night, we will be here, if you cannot be here, as Welker comes out of the box for the semifinals on the AHSHA YouTube page. And then, of course, the championship, February 1st. I'm sure you saw the commercial between the periods. It's a great commercial produced by Desert Sky Productions and Kenny McGinley, the president of AHSHA, marketing our great championship game next Saturday, a week from yesterday, 6 p.m. puck drop here at Mullet Arena. We want to pack this place and really send off this AHSHA D1 year in a great way. Ryan Kim gets it deep. Into the corner, we're back to 5 on 5 as Welker's out of the box for DV. Max Cullinan goes back as the Thunder look to close this out. A 9 seed heading to the semifinals potentially is something we haven't seen in a very long time. You have to go back in the AHSHA record books the last 4 years. It has not happened. Basha, a couple years back, was a 7 seed. They went to the semifinals where they were minutes away from making the championship game. As this one comes in front, 1 try for Smyers, 2 tries no. They've really turned the lights on here at Mullet Arena. They have turned it up. Maybe as outside gets darker, it gets lighter in here, but I don't know who hit the switch, but the switch has now been turned up to max. in terms of the ice. So easier to see for everybody, probably better for the goaltenders to see the puck. AHSHA was minutes away from a championship game just 2 years ago. They were up 2-0 with 3 minutes to go. This is when the semifinals were at the Ice Den. And they lost. They gave up 2 goals to Notre Dame. Justin Kaplan, who was then a freshman, as Tague will take this one for DV on the break. Brandon Tague shoots, and a nice save by Mayali. It goes out of play. They're up 2-0. Justin Kaplan, the freshman, made it 2-1, and then they tied it with just a couple seconds to go. Notre Dame did, and they won in overtime on a Tyler Posh overtime winner. That was the last time we really had a higher seed make the semifinals or further. The Bearcats of Basha Perry, who are in our next game, starting at just about 4:40 or whenever this game ends, plus 15 minutes or so. It's on the same YouTube page, just a different link. We'll be right back with you, my man Ben and I, taking over and streaming these games for everybody to watch who cannot be here. If you can be here, please come by for the semis and the championship. $10 tickets for the semis get you into both games, as Tague almost tipped one in backdoor, and then $15 for the championship game on Saturday, February 1st, 6 p.m. here at Mullet. Desert Vista, in terms of, I guess, if you wanted to qualify any seed other than 1 to 4 as a higher seed, won the championship as a 5 seed. And then they got beat last year by a 5 seed, the Pinnacle Pioneers, as the 4 seed in the quarterfinals, which were here at Mullet. Coaches from the game next, which is Basha Perry against Hamilton, watching on from the corner. Their team's ready to go, and it's probably the game that everyone is looking forward to the most in terms of a competitive aspect. This game really is not one of them. I think Flagstaff, you come in and you ask anybody here, regardless of their affiliation, and everybody thought Flagstaff was a favorite, and let's be honest, they deserve to be. They had a great regular season. Desert Vista was up and down this year. They had a great comeback last year, but could they repeat it? Could they come back just hours later and put up another great effort? That was the question. And they answered that with flying colors through at least 35 minutes. Can they finish off in the last 10?
Yeah, it's a
Hamilton and Basha are the 4 and 5 seed game. Hamilton the 4, they haven't played in 2 weeks, like we mentioned, and Basha played last night. However, that game wasn't very competitive. They won 9-0 against Shap, the number 12 seed Firebirds. Basha gets the win, and they were also the early game yesterday. They started at 5:20 at the Ice Den in Scottsdale as Smith moves over the line. So Basha has a lot of rest, and they'll be ready to go. Sharp, his shot save, rebound try. Goes wide. Hickey tries to toss it from a sharp angle. Here's Dom Sharp for Simpson, who used the wall to get it down for Hickey, trying for Smith in front. Smith is surrounded by Jaden Cole, whose number 1 job, and you can see him right in front, his job is to guard that crease, whatever it takes. Gordy Anderson across for Ensley. The pass was behind him. Smith has Hickey in front. Smith for Hickey, and he can't put it home. Keeler with the stop. One more try in front. Keeler on his chest, and DV clears it out. A turnover from Anderson allowed Ensley, who couldn't get that puck, and then Smith to Hickey. The Keeler with a big stop. Across for Brandt. AJ Brandt steps in, shoots, and Miali with the save. Has Desert Vista dominated this game? They have not. Has Flagstaff dominated the game? They have not either. There is Hickey's chance, and the right pad stopped by Keeler. It's been back and forth in terms of chances, but Desert Vista has capitalized and have gotten the better of chances, especially earlier in this game. The winner of this game moves on to Tuesday. Here's Loxley on the break. Loxley with one already today, and the puck just rolled off his stick. We have a penalty upcoming on Desert Vista, as it's caught up in the corner. And now we could have maybe 2 penalties. That was a late hit after the whistle on the player that was down. Coming in late on that play was Dustin. Gave a little bit of an extra shot there to Ben Cook. Nevertheless, penalty on Austin Wynn. Cross-checking is the call. Desert Vista to the PK. Flagstaff tonight is 1 for 4 on the power play. It's getting down to that time now, 9:30 to go. A power play for Flag. They need one here. They'd really like to get one and make it a 1-goal game. Pareja down to Loxley. Back to Jaden Pareja. All the way across for Hickey. Hickey steps and shoots. Blocker save from Keeler and cleared all the way down by the Thunder. A true turning point in this game. Flagstaff desperate. They need to, and they get 2 minutes on the PP. As the Desert Vista chance start one more time. Loxley will circle the zone. Stop on a dime at the top of his near circle. Down low, he gets it back from Welker. Perea at the top. The puck bouncing on him. Now to Loxley, who shoots. It went off the pad of Keeler. Rebound chance, Loxley again, and Keeler got a piece. Welker, Loxley, third time, another save. Keeler, one more try, gets off his skate. Flagstaff keeps the zone with Hickey. 3 times they tried that shot, and Keeler was up to the task all 3. Welker off the wall for Loxley. He drops it for Perea. Win in the box for 45 more seconds. Loxley shot, glove save by Keeler. Still loose in the crease, and the shot went high. Hickey got a piece of the goaltender. Flagstaff keeping the zone for a while now. Long shift for these DV defensemen. They can't get it out. Hickey. Now Loxley in front. Backhand try by Welker went high. He was open in the slot. Smyers back to Perea, back to Smyers. 15 more seconds to work with on the power play. Loxley fans on the shot, and Desert Vista gets the big clear that they needed from Ryan Kim. That 5-man or 4-man unit were out there for over 90 seconds. And a huge clear from Ryan Kim. Here's Liam Smith. Back to 5-on-5. DV gets the big kill. Perea knees it down. Hensley gets on this puck. Taken down by Welker. Bodies go flying. Nice move by Wetzel to find some open ice. DV with numbers. Wetzel shoots. Saved by Mayali. He gets on the rebound. Tossed it back in front. Taken away by Hickey. 7 minutes to go here in the third. Hickey can't get it out. Wetzel one more time. Drop pass down low. Hensley backhand try went high. He gets on that rebound as well. DV holding the zone now. Varley, Gordon, Anderson, backdoor for Kahn, and a great save by Mayali. Watch this play as it came from the blue line. Varley shot to Anderson in the slot, and a nice find for Kahn, and a good save from Mayali going from his left to his right to keep it out. A good crowd here at Mullet, as Flagstaff had a good contingent coming down. Desert Vista, of course, with a lot of fans. Here is one of the more local teams that we're going to see today. The rivals, you could say, down in the Chandler and Gilbert area of Bishop, Perry, and Hamilton play next. 6:30 to go here in the third. Kenzie Olsen turned it over. Diamante forcing it toward the net. And Flagstaff will go off the wall, but not out. What a keep by A.J. Brandt. Matt Cook, the sophomore of the Cook family of Sam, Ben, Matt, and others. There are 5 total who have played, are playing, or will play for the Flagstaff program in the last few years. Diamante keeps the zone. A backhand try goes into the corner. Desert Vista doing all they need to do. Kill time, keep the puck in the offensive end as well. Diamante lays a big hit. Hughes can't keep it in. Flagstaff just has to clear it down, and it will come in on Keeler, which will negate the icing. Dustin for DV. Up ahead for Brandt. Tips it in. Gets off the ice. Truman Anderson scored the first goal today for DV. Just a minute and 20 in. Here's Ben Cook. Quillen in. Truman Anderson. And DV's out of their own end easily. Brendan Tague across. Back for Anderson. And a good back check by Cook. Got him out of the harm's way. Or check that. Ben, that is the sophomore. 5 minutes to go here in the third. DV looking for the closer. Flagstaff looking for the comeback. Tague for Anderson. Pass sharp. Anderson with a nice move past Myers. His shot saved by Mayali. DV is doing exactly what you want to do, closing out a game with a lead. Puck in the offensive zone, getting pucks deep, short shifts, and getting offensive zone draws to get changes. When Flagstaff does get the puck, it's at the end of a long shift. And they just have to clear it down. The Avalanche bring out their top unit. Hickey, Smith, and Simpson. Nice move along the wall by Bernard. Centering pass for Schaffler off his stick. Pass lane. The Thunder keep possession. Smith put down by Bernard. Hickey chasing up to this one, but Quillen got there first. It hits off the wall in front of the penalty boxes. Palmer will come back. Son of head coach Kyle Palmer, Uriah Palmer. Simpson for Flagstaff. With the baby blue stick tape. It comes in front. Smith's shot saved by Keeler. Rebound chance. Desert Vista picks it up. They have numbers if they hurry with Gordy Anderson. Anderson has Con with him. His shot was blocked down by Welker. Welker long pass for Smith as they look to lengthen the ice. It comes back out to neutral. 3:30 to go. Flagstaff has to touch up here. Anderson turned it over, but Cole was there for DV. A Desert Vista team that did lose a lot of seniors last year as Ensley moves in, looking for the third, and Miali makes the save. They lost a couple seniors and really big ones as well. Ryan Jim, playoff MVP 2 years ago in the championship run. Trevor Kaminsky was their captain last year, a great defenseman. Jonah Benko, Landon Hart, just to name a few seniors from last year. They've reloaded and they're ready. And now, if they can finish this off, they're 2 wins away from becoming champions in 2 of the last 3 years. This time would be, you thought last time was impressive as a 5 seed. How about as a 9 seed? They've truly had an incredible story. Wetzel. Back at the blue. Shot was blocked down in front. Past Diamante. Smyers for Flagstaff. 3 minutes to go. They need 2. We'll keep an eye on their goaltender, Lincoln Mayali. This one's offside. Face-off. Puck went into the bench area. Gotta say, Flagstaff with their new rebranding of jerseys, they look excellent. Gray, the white, the blue. Coach Palmer said they looked a little bit too much like Basha Perry. They wanted to create their own little brand, and they have. Dustin ahead for Anderson. 2:40 on the clock. He'll launch it in the glove of Mayali, who will keep it in play. Kyle Ensley turns with the puck. His shot into the glove of Mayali. And they get another offensive zone whistle. And Ensley goes over to the bench. He says, let's change. Let's get new legs on. They have 2 captains on this team. Zach Kahn and Kyle Ensley. Both of them wear the C. Smith on this loose puck right off the draw. Liam Smith for Flagstaff moves in, shoots. He's penalized on the play. Perea still with possession. We get the whistle as Smith was held on the breakaway. And now the question is this a penalty shot possibly? Or are they going to give the power play? Timeout taken here by Flagstaff. Coach Palmer is all the way on the ice. Coach, sadly you've run out of eligibility. You cannot play in the last 2.5 minutes, but he's on the ice and he's coaching up his guys, saying how do we want to play this and how do we want to go about it. Dustin is going to get caught for holding here as we welcome him into the booth. 2:15 to go. It's been a great game number 1 of our marathon here at Mullet Arena. 4 quarterfinal games. Me and my guy Ben Smith running through all of them, streaming all of them here on the AHSHA YouTube page for our second game, which is Hamilton against AHSHA. Same YouTube channel, but just a different link. They will start at, right now it's about 4:25. Start about 15 minutes after this one is over, is when we'll get going with the Huskies against the Bearcats in the 4-versus-5 matchup. 2:15 to go here on the ice, and a 2-minute power play for Flagstaff. They have given them the power play, even though Smith was on the break, but it wasn't clear as day. Power play for Flagstaff. It is their 6th power play of the day. They are 1 for 5. And they're going to pull their goalie Meali as well. So they're going to go 6-on-4 here. Desert Vista gets the immediate clear. Great job by Ensley. Perea for Flagstaff, and it comes out again. The Avalanche up 2 guys. They need 2 goals. 2 minutes to go. Nice move at center by Hickey. Hickey tried to make a move inside. Smith, block shot. Loxley's shot off the post. He catches iron on the far side. Hickey keeps it in to Liam Smith. A great year in the regular season. Over 40 points for Smith. Back to Perea. Cook, Perea, over to Loxley. They need a shot. They get one. Blocked down in front. Cook for Loxley one more time. He'll swing it down low. Jaden Cole on the puck first. Hickey on the puck to Perea. Flagstaff desperate now. A shot taken, rebound chance, kicked in front. Keeler's down in the crease, and DV gets the clear with 1:15 to go. No icing here as DV is shorthanded. Loose puck. Tague shoots, blocked down by Perea. Ryan Kim just backhands it forward, killing time. 60 seconds to go. Hickey puts it in the open corner for Liam Smith to go after. Flagstaff needs 2. Smith in the circle, trying to go back door, nobody home. Welker on the puck. His shot was blocked. Loxley on this one. Quillinan for DV, and they get it out. Chasing after this one is Tague with Perea. 33 seconds to go. Desert Vista looking for 2 straight upsets and looking for the road to the semis as Keeler makes another save, this time on Smith. One more try and it goes wide. Varley will get on this one. Length of the ice shot, and it just went wide. Out of the boxes, Dustin. We're 6-on-5 with 15 seconds to go. Picking up his Tague. Couldn't get the shot away. Up for Welker. He's across the line. 5 seconds to go. Varley in the corner. The Thunder, 3 years straight at Mullet, and they're coming back for a game on Tuesday. The 9 seed Desert Vista takes down Flagstaff, and they're headed to the semifinals. In front of their great crowd, the Thunder upset Notre Dame, and they upset Flagstaff. They are 2 wins away from a championship. A 4-2 victory here from Mullet Arena. Kyle Ensley with 2 goals. Truman Anderson with a goal. AJ Brandt with the goal as well. But what was so important tonight for DV was their penalty kill. 1 for 6 is what Flagstaff went on the man advantage. They killed off 5 of 6, and they're headed to Tuesday. So they get the off day tomorrow, which will be a It'll feel like forever for them after having to play last night against Notre Dame and now playing the early game today. They win 4-2. They take down Flagstaff. A great year for the Avalanche. Their best year in a long while. Coach Kyle Palmer said this is our best team we've had since I've been there. 14 wins this year out of 24 losses, 2 ties. They had a great year. A lot of seniors on this team. I want to give a shout out to each and every one of them for their great careers with Flagstaff, from Kenzie Olson to Hayden Fisk, Dom Sharp, Liam Smith. You talk about Preston Pfeiffer, Jax Hickey as well, Caleb Smyers, and of course Lincoln Mayalley, the goaltender. A great year for Flagstaff, number 3 team. Nothing to be mad about, nothing to be sad about. A great year. Desert Vista was just the hotter team. They win 4-2. They are the first team to punch their ticket to Tuesday. And when we come back, you'll see us, right, like I said, same YouTube channel, different link, Hamilton and Basha, starting in about 15 or 20 minutes. We'll see you then.